Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me again today. So today we're going to make a card in this beautiful lavender colour, and I've gone ahead and made this card blank from a sheet of A4 card, and this measures 5 inches by 6 1/4. And I've gone ahead and matted some of the lavender cardstock on top with 1mm foam tape, and I've just gone in about 1/8 of an inch to make that little white border around there. And then I've got this white piece of card that I've gone in 1/4 of an inch to give this mat here, and on this piece of card we're going to do a bit of stamping. So I've got a background stamp, and it's From the Heart Scribbled Hearts, limited edition from Sentimentally Yours, and it's these beautiful open random hearts on here. And I'm not going to put it onto a stamping block. I'm going to use it just as it comes, because I don't want to cover the whole of the card with a stamped image. I just want random hearts, if you like, around there. So let me put a bit of paper towel under there, just to save me having to clean my mat. And then I'm just gonna take, I've got this, I didn't tell you, did I? First to Find Claire Lilac Bloom is what I'm using. And so I'm just going to take my stamp and just gently tap and take it to the card. And I just want to concentrate on around the edges really, and at the bottom, because the bit in the middle you're not really going to see much of that. It's going to be covered. So just like that. Do we want a little bit more up there? Maybe a little bit here on the edge, down here like that, and maybe a bit there. Yeah, I think that will do. So just give my stamp a quick clean, and then I'm going to pop this to one side to dry, because it does stay, that ink does stay quite wet for a while. So I pop that there, put my stamp back, and while we've got the the ink out, let's do our sentiment. So I've got Just Saying mini ticket tape-tastic stamps, and these are teeny tiny stamps. This is an A6 size, so it gives you an idea of how big these are. And I'm going to use the With Love. So I've already taken it out and I've got it on a little acrylic block, and I've just got a piece of white cardstock that I'm going to stamp onto. Now, these are gorgeous little stamps, perfect size for all size cards really, but perfect if you're just doing a little card. Look at that, how cute is that? Just pop that there for a second, give that a wipe over. Okay, and then we're done with that ink for now. And then, so sorry, I've just knocked the camera. I do that all the time. You're getting dizzy, aren't you? Right, so then I thought what I'd do is, you've seen me do this before, it's stenciling. This time I'm using the Scattered Heart 6x6, and let's grab a piece of card for this. Another piece of that, and I want to use the negative of it rather than the actual stenciled side, which you've seen me do. If you've watched any of my videos before, you've seen me do this quite a few times. I love doing it. And I've got Distress Oxide, I've got Milled Lavender, I've got Shaded Lilac, and I might throw in a little bit of Dusty Concord. Not sure yet, but I might. I'm not going to tape this down. And then I've got my sponges in here, and this is what I do when I keep the sponges for the same inks, and I just pop them in a little bag and I put the name of the ink on, so I can just pop them back in, and then that's easy to find again. So let's get all of these out ready. A Shaded Lilac one, and then let's get this one out just in case I use the Dusty Concord. I'm not sure because it's quite a dark colour, and I'm not sure that I want to go that dark, but we'll see. Okay, so just random tapping over the stencil. So I'm not rubbing it, I'm just gently tapping. If I'm knocking the camera, I do apologise. Wobbling the table. Okay, so I want it to be lighter more than dark, if you see what I mean. And I don't mind if there's bits that I've missed. Let's go back with this. Do you know, looking at this now, I think I like these colours as they are. I don't think I want to add the Dusty Concord. I'm going to stick with this, I think. Decision made already, that's good. Right, pop these back in their bags because I'm done with them. So then I know where they are and they're out of the way, so I can't get in a mess. Pop my lids back on my inks, and then we'll do the reveal. Lift that up. Beautiful. That's really nice, isn't it? And I do love that, and I will use this, definitely I will use this, but I want to use the negative. Like I say, you've seen me do this before. So I just want a spritzer. I'm going to turn away from the camera while I spritz, and just take off whatever ink is left on here, and you'll get a negative image. Put that over there. Give it a few seconds for the ink to transfer, and it'll be a much lighter, kind of a distressed look. Loving it, like so. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to go again. I'm going to bring in another piece of card. The third, you don't always get a third impression, particularly if you've got light coloured inks, but sometimes you do. So we're just going to try again. Like so. And see what we get with this one. No, it's not worked so good this time, but that's okay. It is there, but it's very, very faint. Very, very faint, because we used quite light coloured inks, didn't we? But this is beautiful, and I would use that But I've already gone ahead, and because we have to wait for this to dry really, because we've used water with it, so I've already gone ahead and one that I've done previously in this colourway, and I splattered some of my gold, so the gold pigment powder, just added some water to it, mixed it up like you've seen me do before, and just splattered it on top on here. So pop that to one side, put the stencil to one side, and then we're good to go. Let me just clean my hands because I've now got ink on them. I'm so sorry, I keep knocking the camera. What am I doing? Right, so let's bring our card blank back in. So we've got this one, and then this is what we've done with the stamping. And do I add that flat, or shall I? No, let's foam tape. Foam tape, I think. What have I done with the... Yeah. Things aren't where I put them. What's been going on? Someone's been in my craft room. I'm playing my granddaughter. She loves playing in Nanny's craft room. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm so sorry. I've just knocked the camera again. You must be getting dizzy. What is going on today? Right, so this one, 1mm foam tape on the back. Got a little bit of glue stick that I'm going to pop on to help me take my backing off. And then we're good to go. And quick swipe over with the glue stick, and then stick this down. Now which way round? That way, isn't it? Because the hearts, obviously you want them the right way up, and then just place that where you want it, like so. Actually, I'm not gonna, just in case it is not completely dry, I'm gonna put a bit of paper towel over the top, because if you saw my last video, you'll see that I was a bit hasty and the ink hadn't dried, so I did smudge a bit. So that's our base, and then I've got this beautiful ornate frames, and it's the Allure, and this is a little A6 die as well. And so the outside die I've cut in white. Let me bring that in so you can see. So the outside die I've cut in white. The beautiful one with the heart and everything on, I've cut in the lavender. So that's going to go on there. And then this one I've cut in white. And then the inner circle is what we're going to do with the stenciled piece. So I've gone ahead, this has got foam tape on it already, so I'm going to add that on now. This is 2mm foam tape, this one. Let me just, this backing on here is a bit like the red liner tape. It's that really thin, fine, I don't know what material you'd call it, but it's static, it sticks, which is really frustrating. Like the red liner, you can't, it sticks to you, you can't really get rid of it. And a bit of glue stick on the back, as I usually do. This doesn't really matter which way up it goes because it's the same both ends, but you pop that there like that. So you've just got a little bit of because it's on the 2mm foam tape. We've got a little bit of lift there, a bit of dimension. And then, as I said, I've cut the next section out in white, and then the stenciling that we've done, you can see the gold on there. And this was the second generation, the negative stencil that I've used, and that looks really gorgeous. I think that's going to go on there. So again, this is on 1mm foam tape. So we're giving this one quite a bit of lift, just because we can, because it looks nice. And this could go this way, but I want it to go this way, like that. So I haven't pressed it down yet. I just want to lift it up so I can see if that's in the right place, and it is. And there we have our beautiful card. Now we want to decorate this with something, don't we? Let's see. So I've got a little box with lots of goodies in here already. So I've got some beautiful fern leaves. These are Sentimentally Yours as well. I'll pop a link down in the description. So I don't know if I'm going to use all these, but I've cut them out. I've got some berry branches, I think these are called. That's an old scrap, but I've kept it. So, and then I've got these flowers. Which flowers are these ones? Do you know, I can't remember, but I will pop a link down in the description. And I've used the same stencil to cut out my flowers. So you can see these have got the gold pigment powder splattered on there too, and just a beautiful dusty heather pearl in the middle. So I've got a medium-sized one, smaller, and then I've got little dinky flowers. So I've got a little selection here. I've got a couple of butterflies. Again, I've made those with what's left over of the stenciled card, backed onto a white one. And then I've got, well, these little hearts are actually the waste that comes out of here, but I've kept them because I might slot them in somewhere, don't know. And then you've got the little white hearts that have come out of here as well. I've kept those just in case I want to use those. There's 4 of those. Then I've got some twiddly bits in the lavender and some more twiddly bits in the white, which I've tipped with the gold as well. So you've got a little selection there. I might use it all and I might not. Let's see. Okay, so what I usually do is put my largest flower on first, about there, and then my other flowers go around it, usually. I don't know if I'm going to use these little diddy ones, we'll see. Is that too much? Do I do that one? Do I do these 2? Do I do these 3? Like that? Let's see. Let's just get starting creating, and then I'll know. I never know. I have a rough idea of where I want to put my flowers, and I usually stick to the same thing, but I never know really. I sometimes change because it's just a piece of art, isn't it? That you're just creating a little piece of art like that, I think. Yeah, let's get these stuck down. I'm going to shorten them a little bit because they're a little bit too long. And I've got my glue gel. I'll pop a little bit of glue gel on the back there. I want that to go there like that. And then I want this one a little bit lower down here, like that. And then, do I want the berries? Or maybe I want them there. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to cut that one down. I'll break it. Like that. This is the fun bit to me, is the actual placing of my flowers. Where is everything going to go? This is what I love the most when I'm making a card. Now, big one in the centre. And as you know, I always prefer to use the glue gel because I can change my mind if I want to. Where I've put a flower, I can move it, which you can't do that with any other glue. Tuck that one slightly under there, like that. And then that one or this one. Tuck that one slightly under there like that. And it doesn't take long for it really to come to shape, does it? A little one of these under there as well, I think. I'd tuck him under there. How quickly does this come together? It's beautiful, isn't it? I don't want these little ones just yet. Let's see, twiddly bits. Lilac twiddly bits or white twiddly bits? I think we'll go with the white. Grab my scissors and snip off the end. And tuck that in there like that. The same with this one. Bit more glue gel. Do I want it coming that way? No, I want it coming this way. Tuck that under there like that. Liking that. And then this one I love both ends of this. I might today use this swirly bit, but I'm going to keep this top section too because I can use that another time. And I just want a bit of glue there. I'm going to tuck that in like that, so I've got that swirly bit like that. Do the same with this one. And place this one under there. And then I could put these ones over here. So we've used, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that like that. And then this one can go under there like that. Lift that up ever so slightly to place that in. It's not going, it's not sticking up like I want it to. Want it to stick up a little bit. So see, it's going to need a bit more glue gel, I think. Let's hook it on that flower for now. That's looking quite pretty, isn't it? Comes together really quickly once you get going. And then I think I want another one of these. A little bit of glue. And I want that sticking under there. Like that. What do you think? Does that look nice? Yeah, okay. So I think there's enough twiddly bits and swirly bits. I don't think I want any more flowers. Let's put the sentiment on, and then that'll give me an idea. I've got the butterflies, I've got the hearts that I could use. Let's see. So the with love. Do I shorten this? And if so, how much? I did actually earlier cut out just for you with love, or with love just for you would be nice, wouldn't it? Just for you with love would be nice, or stick to my original plan. Let's cut round this. I don't want too big a border around it. They're very easy to cut. Just cut close along to the stamped line, or as close as you want to go. You can leave a bigger white border if you want to, or you can mask it off so that you don't have that stitched border, but I like the stitched border. Let's stick that in there. I'm going to pop that on glue gel. Just a little bit. I don't want it too raised. I'm going to pop it about there, I think, like that. Now, where do I want these butterflies? Do I want one there? Do I want it up there? Down here? Yeah, I like it down there. Bit of glue gel again. These are the tatty butterflies, they're called, where you get the beautiful solid butterfly and the open butterflies. Just looking where I want to put it, and I think I want to go up there like that. And then, so do I want another twirly bit to stick out there, or do I want a lilac-y one? I've also got, like I said, I've got these little hearts. I've got the little white ones, but then there's white hearts in the stenciled bit, isn't there? So no to them. These are going to be a little bit big on here. I don't want to put them back in there, but that's where they came from. So they're going to be another project as well, another card. Just keep them in my little pot. But I just feel that it needs something, but I might be faffing too much. The white one. I'm going to do a little white one. hopefully that's not going to look too much on there. Just finishes it off, I think. Or does it? Do you know what? I don't like it. It's coming out. Crazy. Crazy, crazy woman. That's okay. Can't see the glue. No, can't see the glue. It's fine. Actually, I'm going to leave that now. What do you think? That came together really, really quickly. And that's why I'm thinking I need to put more stuff somewhere, but I don't. That is perfect as it is. So, I hope you like that. If you do, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed. I really do appreciate that. And I'll see you again very soon in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.